presenteren. Amar, I assume you will introduce yourself in title, etc. So please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Eric. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, actually, for being here. And so I will take actually 15 minutes actually of your time. I'm very happy and proud basically to be here because it's very easy basically to feel, the sensation of the atmosphere that all the emotion, all the kids basically that have been through this place. So it's basically it's very interesting, but it's also interesting from the other side. It's also tell us about the life of companies, whatever actually they are, or organization actually whatever they are. So this place, for example, started as a museum, a very successful actually museum with some difficulties, and then ended up actually to a conference center, a very successful actually conference center. So and this is basically what is a company, what is an organization, adaptation, trying basically to stay ahead and so on. And this is basically the logic that I will be explaining actually later about Schneider and Invensys. So my name is Amar Kabli. I'm based in Paris, and I look after for Invensys, Schneider now for the Wonderware business for Western Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. So I was saying this, about adaptation, and it's always better basically to adapt and continue progressing while we are strong, and that's basically what's happening with Invensys and Schneider. So the two companies with strong foothold and strong actually position in the market with strong technology, with strong customers, are merging together actually to be better and serve better and continue actually serving the market. So, oops, how does this work? Okay, this started. Oof, the other one. Sorry, I'm just trying. I jumped too quickly. Okay, so a recap basically of basically what happened last year, 2013, mid of the year. There was an offer from Schneider to acquire Invensys. There was actually different process, and that process basically ended on January 17, where officially Invensys is part of Schneider. So who is Schneider Electric, to be fair? So who is Schneider Electric? Schneider Electric is a company, is a French company. So even if the name sounds a little bit German, but it is basically a French company, or at least started as a French company. Now it's a more of a European company or a global company, but it started as a French company in the early 19th century. It's interesting, but as a cannon maker for the military. And then basically through a different actually acquisition in the end of the 80s and the early 90s, which continues basically through the end of the 20th century, basically what it transformed from Schneider, Group Schneider to Schneider Electric. So it started basically in the steel and the military basically industry, then actually to the power and control in the overall, and then basically switching to the energy management. And that's also has been highlighted by the change of the name from Group Schneider to Schneider Electric, to show basically that the position of the company or the focus in of the company is mainly energy management. The company is global, like I said, created in France, but global actually right now with basically this number we have to add actually roughly 20,000 people of Invensys. So the company is 160,000 employees. So it's a big company. It's a big company with roughly $30 billion of revenue, annual revenue, and present basically throughout all the different actually continents. The main industry are basically the one that you see. And the interesting thing actually with Schneider Electric is that it serves basically the people from their homes till basically their companies. And that's the interesting thing. Basically, there is a wide range of products from the electrical to the most sophisticated actually software that's being offered actually to our customers. So what is basically the reasoning? Schneider Electric approached actually Invensys with an objective, or the acquisition objective is to have a company with mainly an additional product capability and also actually market presence. So the two main things basically that were interesting for Schneider to acquire Invensys is one is the market. Invensys has through Wonderware, which is present basically everywhere in all markets, but also the other side, which is the systems, the Foxborough and the Triconics, mainly in the oil and gas, has a strong presence actually in there. And from the other side, we have the product. Schneider Electric acquiring actually Invensys gives to Schneider, in addition to the market, the product. What I mean by the product, we have the DCS part, so meaning actually the Foxborough part, the Triconics for the security and safety, but also we have all the Wonderware suites and other software of optimization and so on. So it has this double expansion on the market and also on the product. In terms of the how to say that, the offering, in terms of the offering, we see that the synergy are great. So meaning that it's not an acquisition where we have basically to kill something to be able actually to move on. The situation it seems that it's more of it at 95% or more, basically more of a complementary merger, where we can see actually from this graph, which is of course summarizing the situation. Here you have the Invensys part, the pure Invensys part, and from this side actually you have from the left side actually you have the Schneider Electric side. In the middle, most of Wonderware stuff are in the middle, where basically there is some co-presence basically in the market. Not really actually on the software part, but on basically all the hardware element, the PLCs and so on. This is of course containing basically everything. So meaning software, Wonderware actually that we are talking about actually today, but also all the other actually offering of Invensys and Schneider. So from the small electrical equipment to the other basically software actually that they have in SciTech or other actually products. And the more detailed basically comparison, we can see actually from here that the reality, it's really sort of a smooth complementary merger, where basically we see that the offering is really actually something to get wider into the market from situation where we don't have basically any presence, which are basically the discrete market, where Schneider is even selling very small electrical device and other actually equipment, till the oil and gas with the pure installation of DCS and Triconics. So the idea with this, it's very simple for a company. It's how to reach more customer and serve my existing customer and the new customer with more element, and be better to my customer to be with my customers to be able to fulfill basically the need to all their aspects. But this is also from a customer side. When I say actually customer, it also compensates all other basically partners that are also working with us, working with the customers, so meaning system integrators and so on. So it's all the overall should be very beneficial to Schneider Electric, and it also should be actually very beneficial as well to the customers and also system integrators and other partners that we work with. That's basically the idea. Now we'll go to very simple elements to the branding part. This one is basically very easy. We had a certain period of time where basically Invensys is still using. So if I meet actually some of you, I will probably share with my business card, which is still actually Invensys. But in some days or months, Invensys as a brand will disappear. Maybe it will remain in some documentation, but it will be switching to Schneider. But that's not what will happen basically to the other brands, which means that. And that's again actually what I said. So meaning it's not an acquisition with the negative elements of it. It's all basically, I'm saying all positive. So meaning all the brands that were existing in Invensys will also exist within Schneider Electric, and the Wonderware part is the main of them, will be also existing in Schneider Electric as Wonderware. So the continues, and there is no question on questioning basically the existence of those brands or the existence of those products. How this So how this basically can be helpful, or how this will be, what will happen? That's probably actually most of the question that, or in summary, the question that will be that's being asked. What happens? Actually, nothing. Meaning, in terms of short term, we are the same people. So Eric and his team, myself, Rob, basically the same people. We are just moving from one hat, actually changing hat. The thing that will change in the future is that probably we'll be able to offer you actually more than what we are offering you actually right now. Right now, we continue basically offering you what we are offering you. So nothing changed for our system integrators, nothing changed for our end user in terms of business. The people are the same, the product are still continuing, and Rob actually will explain, will give actually better idea how this will serve you in the future. So nothing from that perspective actually will change. It's just that we're looking to offer you more than what we are offering you actually right now. That's it. So in summary, business continues. And we offer you basically more, expect that you receive more in the future. I think I'm getting basically to the end of it. If there are quick questions that I can answer, I'll be happy to. Just for your information, there are elements that we know, and there are elements that we will basically know in the future. So meaning things, this kind of stuff actually are elements that are progressing and that are basically live. But if there are any question, I'm happy to answer right now, or I'm available all day. So please don't hesitate. If you have any question, even a minor one, I'll be happy to answer.